Hello, everyone, and welcome to Friday Message. I have become fond of turning YouTube on our television and going to an aquarium so that the Monterey Bay Aquarium appears on my television screen. And I like to have that on while I'm doing my little reading in the evening, and I glance up at it and I appreciate the incredible diversity of all the different fish that are in that aquarium and appearing on my screen. This marvelous beauty in the diversity of these creatures, beautiful yellows and blues and oranges, and different sizes of those fish. Some of them swimming fast and darting across the screen, and some of them going very slow, chasing after each other. It has me thinking about the beauty of diversity. I look out the window and I see the marvelous birds of all shapes and sizes and types and colors. Beauty in diversity. It used to be that I would look out at a congregation on Sunday morning from the pulpit and see all the different people gathered there and see beauty in that diversity. Now, I look at a Zoom screen with a Christian education forum group gathered or a Thursday Bible study group, and I see the faces in their little squares, and I see beauty in diversity. It's a reminder that we believe in a God in three persons: Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Creator, Redeemer, Sustainer. There is diversity even within God. Even within God we find diversity. God the Father, the creator of the universe, who created all these spectacular creatures that we admire and appreciate so much. God the Son, Jesus Christ, God in the flesh, who came as one like us to show us, to teach us the way of love. God the Holy Spirit, God present with us in the promised gift of the Holy Spirit. God's love, God's goodness, God's grace that continues to dwell within and among us in that Holy Spirit. Beauty in diversity. Beauty in diversity in the world around us. Beauty and diversity in God. I think about the communion of saints and all the many women and men throughout the ages who have lived the Christian life, who have lived out their faith and practiced the way of love. In looking at the liturgical calendar, just for this week, we celebrate saints like Saint Bridget, and Saint Ansgar, and Cornelius the Centurion, and the martyrs of Japan. Marvelous diversity amongst those folks and the many and varied ways that they followed Jesus and lived out their faith. In the first letter of Paul to the Corinthians in chapter 12, Paul writes that there are varieties of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are varieties of services, but the same Lord. Again, diversity in how we are gifted, the gifts that we have received from God. All kinds of gifts, different. Some people have the gift of healing. Some people have the gift of listening intently. Some people have the gift of music and singing. All kinds of gifts. We are all called, all of us. We are all gifted, and we are all sent as followers of Jesus. Sent out into the world to live the marvelous love of God. So I guess this message this week, as I think about that screen with the marvelous fish swimming around and all their shapes and sizes and colors, I encourage you to see God, to find God in the diversity of creation and in the diversity of humanity. And to see that diversity as a reflection of the creative power of God. Here are a few announcements and things that are coming up. Our Epiphany Outreach Drive continues. We're collecting full-size personal hygiene items like shampoo and deodorant and diapers. We continue to do that. You can drop those things off in the red buckets outside the doors or at the office or at Drive-Thru Communion, which is each Sunday from 9:15 to 10:15. Our virtual Christian Education Forum series started off with a bang last Wednesday. Marvelous faith stories, again, reflecting the diversity of ways that some of our own parishioners have experienced God's call and been invited more deeply into the life of faith throughout their journey. Wonderful stories last Wednesday. This Wednesday, 6 o'clock on Zoom, we'll hear about faith in the practice of medicine with Doctors Adair Heath, Charlie Emerson, and Mike Wood. The Christian Education series will continue with different topics and speakers through Wednesday evening, March 10th. So keep an eye on what the different topics and speakers are that are coming up. A reminder that the recorded interment service for Paul Goddard and Boyd Johnson can be found on the website. And thank you to everyone who has submitted a pledge. If you need a pledge card or more information, you can contact Susan in the office. And I really encourage you to make your pledge if you have not already done so. Be safe and well, and God bless you.